Good day everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're continuing our review for basic German, and our topic for today is introduce yourself, or how to introduce ourselves in German. And we've got here the basic phrases, the basic German phrases that we use to introduce ourselves in German, or the ways on how to say our names in German. Let's read them first. Ich heiße. Ich heiße. Next one is ich bin. Ich bin. And then we have mein Name ist. Mein Name ist. Okay, those are the phrases that we're going to review. And now let's move on to the examples that we've got here prepared. Let's take a look on how they are used in these examples. Let's examine the meanings and the way they are presented. First one is Guten Tag, ich heiße Helga Kiasch. Guten Tag, ich heiße Helga Kiasch. So, the first sentence we have is Guten Tag. In our previous video, we reviewed this one. This is part of the basic greetings in German. Guten Tag, which means good day or good afternoon. And then she proceeded saying, Ich heiße Helga Kiasch. Okay, we've got here our first phrase to introduce ourselves in German, which is Ich heiße. And this one literally means I am called. I am called. Ich heiße. But yep, that can be translated as well to my name is. Ich heiße Helga Kiasch. Ich heiße Helga Kiasch. Or my name is Helga Kiasch. Now this is our next example. Hallo, mein Name ist Steffi Schmidt. Hallo, mein Name ist Steffi Schmidt. And this one she started by saying hallo or hello, and then mein Name ist Steffi Schmidt, or my name is Steffi Schmidt. And then in our third example, Guten Tag, mein Name ist Gerd Baumann. Guten Tag, mein Name ist Gerd Baumann. Okay, so Guten Tag, good day. My name is Gerd Baumann. And in our fourth example, we have here the other form or way to say our name. It is Hallo, ich bin Markus. I repeat, Hallo, ich bin Markus. Alright, so ich bin, I am. Ich bin Markus, I am Markus. Those are the ways on how to introduce ourselves, or how we respond when we're asked what our name is. Now, we will check the corresponding questions on how do we expect somebody or German-speaking people to ask for our names. And here I've got some dialogues. Let's read them first. Guten Tag, wie heißen Sie? Guten Tag, wie heißen Sie? Wie heißen Sie is the question that we expect to get when somebody want to know how we are called or what our name is. Wie heißen Sie? So we respond by saying, Ich heiße Elisabeth Schumacher. Ich heiße Elisabeth Schumacher. So in this dialogue, we have learned Wie heißen Sie? How are you called, or what's your name? The next example is Wie ist Ihr Name bitte? Wie ist Ihr Name bitte? Wie ist Ihr Name? Here, if we would translate it literally, Wie would mean how. How is your name? But this is common in German. we have to use V when asking for a name. We have to specifically use this phrase, V ist Ihr Name. Wie ist Ihr Name? What is your name? Wie ist Ihr Name bitte? And then in the dialogue, he responds, mein Name ist Paul Mathiesen. Paul Mathiesen. And let's move on to the next example. Und Sie, wie heißen Sie? Und Sie, wie heißen Sie? Ich bin Bianca Schulz. Ich bin Bianca Schulz. Or I am Bianca Schulz. Ich am. Ich bin Bianca Schulz. Okay, another sentence, another example. Using wie ist Ihr Name? Guten Abend, wie ist Ihr Name bitte? Guten Abend, wie ist Ihr Name bitte? Mein Name ist Teichmann. Mein Name ist Teichmann. Oliver Teichmann. Mein Name ist Teichmann. Oliver Teichmann. My name is Oliver Teichmann. So let's repeat them. Ich heiße for I am called or my name is. Ich bin for I am. And we have mein Name ist for my name is. Mein Name ist. Our topic or lesson for today is going to be about greetings or basic greetings in German. I've got here the list of these basic greetings. I'm gonna go through each of the item in this list first, and then later on we will add some examples. Okay, let's start. Hallo, hallo. Guten Tag, guten Tag. Guten Morgen, guten Morgen. Guten Abend, guten Abend. Gute Nacht, gute Nacht. Auf Wiedersehen, auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss, tschüss. Alright, so that is our list of basic German greetings. Let's try to put some examples. First one is Hallo. This is how we say hello in German. Like Hallo. We could add the name of a person we would like to greet with hello. Then we would say Hallo Anton. Hallo Anton. Also, if you want to say like hello everyone or hello everyone, we would say Hallo allerseits. Hallo allerseits. The other way is Hallo zusammen. Hallo zusammen. The next one is Guten Tag. This means good day or good afternoon. So if we would like to greet somebody with good day or good afternoon, we would say Guten Tag. And in the name, Guten Tag Anton. Guten Tag Anton. Alright, so the next one is Guten Morgen, which means good morning. Guten Morgen. And the more common one that they usually say is Einen schönen guten Morgen. Einen schönen guten Morgen. So yeah, we could also make an example about greeting a person with good morning in German, like Guten Morgen Anton. Guten Morgen Anton. Or Guten Morgen Luisa. Guten Morgen Luisa. And then the next one would be Guten Abend. Guten Abend. This means good evening. Guten Abend. So let's say our example would be, we would like to say good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We would say Guten Abend, meine Damen und Herren. Guten Abend, meine Damen und Herren. Alright, so next is Gute Nacht. Gute Nacht, which means good night. So yeah, we would casually say Gute Nacht, like for example, a child would greet his mom good night before sleeping. He would say Gute Nacht, Mama. Gute Nacht, Mama. Or just simply Nacht. Use Nacht like Nacht, Mama, like the shortened form of Gute Nacht, and it would be understood as Gute Nacht. So the next expressions that we have in this list are about saying goodbye. First one is Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen, which means goodbye. And the other one is Tschüss. Tschüss, or just bye. So tschüss would be used in a more informal situation, and in a more formal one, we would say Auf Wiedersehen. For example, we would say Auf Wiedersehen, Herr Schröder. Auf Wiedersehen, Herr Schröder, which means goodbye, Herr Schröder. Or to a friend, we would say Tschüss. Tschüss, Felix. Tschüss, Felix. Or Tschüss, Anton. Or Tschüss, Luisa. Those examples. So, alright, I would like to add some note when it comes to using these three expressions, Guten Morgen, Guten Tag, and Guten Abend. So, this one we have to remember from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. we would normally say Guten Morgen. From 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. in the afternoon, then that would be Guten Tag. Guten Tag. That's why it can mean good day or good afternoon, depending on that time. But until 6 in the afternoon, we could still say Guten Tag. And then from 6 p.m. onwards, we say Guten Abend. Guten Abend. And for today, we will review two phrases. The first one would be Ich komme aus. Ich komme aus, which means I come from. I come from. Ich komme aus. This phrase is what we use to express or to state the place of origin, our place of origin. So, for example, we want to say from which country, from which city or town we come from, we have to use Ich komme aus. And then the other phrase that we're going to review is Ich wohne in. Ich wohne in, which means I live in. I live in. Ich wohne in. So we use this phrase when we want to state our residence, where we live, the place, the address, or the city where we currently reside. So I have prepared some examples, some dialogues which contain those phrases that we have to review. Let's examine them and practice using our own examples. The first example or the first dialogue that we have here is this one. I'll read it. Ich heiße Daniel Bouvier. Ich komme aus Frankreich, aus Lyon. Ich wohne in Hamburg. I repeat. Ich heiße Daniel Bouvier. Ich komme aus Frankreich, aus Lyon. Ich wohne in Hamburg. Okay, so she started by introducing herself. Ich heiße Danielle Bouvier. Her name is Danielle Bouvier. Ich komme aus Frankreich, aus Lyon. Ich komme aus, that's the first phrase that we're reviewing right now. She says she comes from Frankreich, which is the German word for France. Ich komme aus Frankreich. I come from France. aus Lyon. And I'm not really very familiar, but probably this is a town or a city in France. Aus Lyon. Lyon is a place in France. And right now, she continued saying, Ich wohne in Hamburg. Ich wohne in Hamburg. This is the second phrase that we're reviewing, which means I live in Hamburg. She lives in Hamburg. Alright, so the second example that we have here is for another person. Mein Name ist Tony Lineker. Ich komme aus Großbritannien, aber ich wohne jetzt in Berlin. Let me repeat that example. Mein Name ist Tony Lineker. Ich komme aus Großbritannien, aber ich wohne jetzt in Berlin. So in this example, the person states that his name is Tony Lineker. My Name is Tony Lineker. And then he continues, Ich komme aus Großbritannien. Ich komme aus Großbritannien. He comes from Great Britain. Großbritannien is the German word for Great Britain. And again, we use the same phrase, Ich komme aus. I come from. But here's how he continued. He continued with, Aber ich wohne jetzt in Berlin. But I live now, or I currently live in Berlin. I live now in Berlin. Ich wohne jetzt in Berlin. Alright. Next example we have, Ich heiße Bettina Merkel. Ich komme aus Wien in Österreich. Ich wohne jetzt in Hannover. Let's read it once more. Ich heiße Bettina Merkel. Ich komme aus Wien in Österreich. Ich wohne jetzt in Hannover. Now let's examine the first sentence. Ich heiße Bettina Merkel. My name is Bettina Merkel. She says, Ich komme aus Wien in Österreich. Ich komme aus, I come from Wien in Österreich. Wien is Vienna in Österreich. Vienna, Austria. I come from Vienna, Austria. Ich komme aus Wien in Österreich. Ich wohne jetzt in Hannover. Then she says that currently she lives in Hannover. Ich wohne jetzt in Hannover. Let's move on to the next example. The last one would be, Ich heiße Peter Kramer. Ich komme aus den USA, aus Chicago. Ich wohne jetzt in Hamburg. I repeat the example. Ich heiße Peter Kramer. Ich komme aus den USA, aus Chicago. Ich wohne jetzt in Hamburg. Alright. So, ich heiße Peter Kramer. My name is Peter Kramer. Peter Kramer. My name is Peter Kramer. Ich komme aus den USA. He comes from, or ich komme aus den USA. I come from United States. Aus Chicago. In Chicago. From Chicago. Ich wohne jetzt in Hamburg. I live now in Hamburg, in Hamburg. Ich wohne jetzt in Hamburg. Let's just review some of the key phrases we've got from those four examples. Let's start with Ich komme aus. Ich komme aus. Frankreich. Frankreich. Ich wohne in Großbritannien. Großbritannien. Aus den USA. Aus den USA. Aber Österreich. Österreich. Jetzt. So basically those are the two phrases that we've got for today's review. And this activity, we will be continuing to do this one for our next series of videos that I'm gonna be making for this channel. So please watch out for those videos, and thank you for watching this one. Have a great day ahead. Dankeschön. Tschüss.